What's up, y'all? It's KingBritneyChanel. You already know. So, honeys, Wendy Williams was taken to the hospital, and they're saying that it was due to these allegations, and she's having like a really hard time. My prayers are going out for her recovery. And I'm hoping that she's okay, with all these allegations that are going on in the streets, okay? So let's get into the commentary. Before we get started, definitely make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, okay? And let's get into the video.
I already know it's your girl, Brittany Chanel.
Hey, y'all. So just a few days ago, or about a week ago, Wendy told us that she was living in a sober house. And everybody was saying that it was allegedly due to the Daily Mail having pictures of her coming out of a sober house. Then a couple of days ago, we saw the Daily Mail run a story about Sharina Hudson and Kevin Hunter and the allegations of, this being the cause of Wendy going through a tough time. And it just seems like that was the narrative everywhere. These were the allegations, okay? They had an exclusive with, and they posted the pictures of Sharina and Kevin Hunter on some type of vacation. And I just was concerned for Wendy since, last year, okay? From the hairline fractures to what was going on. And it seems like, as we are unpacking more things, we could see this situation with clarity. And I'm not trying to, come at this situation from a judgmental standpoint, because if Wendy, honey, is going through all of this stuff, I feel really bad for her situation. Now, it says Wendy Williams was taken to the hospital, and they say that on the dailymail.co.uk, they say that she was found drunk. Her relapse sparked by the birth of husband Kevin Hunter's I guess his alleged love child with his alleged younger mistress. And this is what the dailymail.com says they're revealing. And this is, this is a real sad situation. Like, all jokes aside, I think Wendy really needs to take time for herself and really recognize the situation here. Okay, they say she was also spotted the other day not wearing her ring. And it's probably a tough time for any woman, because the ultimate portrayal is when you are cheated on, but not only cheated on, the person has a baby on you. And at that point, that person has forged a connection with that person for the next 18 years, okay? So, a lot of people were speculating and alleging that they felt like the alleged mistress was putting out the pictures of her and the person on vacation, and she wanted to start a family and all of this stuff. And, I think, a lot of times when mistresses or side chicks, they feel like they're winning one up on the person for taking a person's man or husband. I feel like Wendy should just, if this is what's going on, because I don't know Wendy's personal business. I don't know. All I could read is the tabloids and the media. And, they're putting out pictures and that sort of stuff, and new developments is coming out daily. So from what I'm seeing, I'm just saying that I think Wendy, if this is what's going on, needs to let this man go at this point, okay? Because I know it's a painful situation to be cheated on as a woman. That's painful for anybody, if being cheated on, okay? And I think she needs to allow the woman to think that she's won. I think that Wendy should divorce him. I think that she needs to take him for everything that she could possibly take him for. And I think she needs to let him go on and be happy and married with this alleged mistress. Because, even my mom always said, you keep a man or lose a man how you got that man. And because this woman felt comfortable, if she's doing all this, if she felt comfortable doing this reckless behavior and taking somebody's husband, that is the same type of energy she is going to receive. Like I told y'all, it ain't no rest for the wicked, honey. You're not riding off into the sunset thinking everything is going to be all good in the hood. Because if a man, like typically when men cheat on their wives, it's not because they're so, in love or engulfed or immersed in the woman who they're cheating on the wife with. It's just sometimes about the thrill of the chase, the thrill of it all, right? So it's like people sometimes, it's like, okay, the wife is getting all, is spending a lot of time with the individual. So she's seeing the real individual. And so, this is why you got to be careful what you ask for, because you just might get it. And so Wendy should go ahead and just push him over there and see what happens. Sometimes you got to let go and let God, because when you try to hold on to things, they just hurt you more and more. It's like you holding on to a rope. You know what I mean? And the person is pulling, it's cutting your hands up. So I think she should just let him, if this is what's going on, let him go over there, okay? When the money and the funds and stuff start looking funny because the girl is not bringing her in that same amount. She's a person that is being taken care of according to the media and everything else. So, and he has to start being with this person 24/7. I think that Wendy should just let him have that and see if it's going to be the same thing. We'll see if the side mistress thrill is still there if he's around 24/7. And there's always going to be somebody younger than her, better body, better looking face. It's always somebody that's the newest model when you play those type of games and you thinking that you wanting up on somebody, that is, because Wendy is a little bit older, and you think that you wanting up on the lady, and I feel like it's disgusting. Like, women like this is real disgusting. Now, they're saying that they give the whole synopsis of Wendy checking herself out of the sober living home in Long Island City on Monday afternoon, and then they said she started allegedly like drinking, and she was eventually found by her team, who took her to the hospital to allegedly sober up and everything. And it's they say here, it's understood the star's sober coach, who has been with her 24 hours a day, raised the alarm. And then the Daily Mail is saying a studio source told them she was in a bad way and disappeared from the studio after her show Monday. She went back to the sober house only to check herself out and decided to start drinking. And they also say it's not clear where she went out, but she headed in the direction of her home in Jersey and managed to find alcohol along the way. Word got back to the studio, and there was panic and concern. Everyone was looking for her. No one knew whether there would be a show today. Excuse me. Sometimes I be reading super fast, y'all. She eventually was found drunk, they're saying here, or that's what they're alleging. And she immediately was taken into the hospital. So, I mean, I just feel so, bad for this lady. Put job aside or whatever. People do what they do for their job. And, you reap what you do reap what you sow. But I'm not sitting here, people, because, a lot of people are trying to say that this is Wendy's karma and all this stuff. A lot of people always talk about karma, but they don't ever talk about dharma and other qualities with that. So I just feel like make sure that you're well-rounded with that whole philosophy, because people love talking about karma. But, I'm a person, like I said, I believe in the Most High. And I believe firmly that when people are going through things, despite, even if they've done negative things, God tells you specifically to not laugh at others' calamity. There's a lot going on in the YouTube streets, and even though certain people or is out in the streets doing negative stuff and stuff happens to them, or things happen, I'm not getting joy or being celebratory over other people's calamity, because when you're harsh and in a way about people, God is, he exerts that same energy onto you. So you just have to be careful with that. Now, everybody has to deal with consequences, and they go through things when they sow different. If you sow negative energy, you get that negativity back. But I still have compassion for people, because, just like how the Most High, he has compassion and he's merciful, and he's very kind and loving with people. people are flawed individuals. You know, they're flawed by nature. So I'm just hoping that Wendy just really gets it together. I'm praying for her recovery. Now they're saying that it's understood Wendy was given a banana bag, and y'all know what a banana bag is. If you don't, it's a bag of IV fluids containing minerals and vitamins that help clear a person's system and sobers them up. The solution has a yellow color, and that's how they got the term banana bag. Now they said Wendy was in a bad way, so everyone was amazed that she made it into the studio this morning to do the show. So DailyMail.com reached out to Wendy's representatives for comment but received no response. So they say here, Trooper Wendy didn't seem worse for wear on the show Tuesday morning, but still torn up. They're saying over the allegations, and over the allegation is that her husband had a baby with the lady, excuse me, Sharina Hudson. I'm about to say Hunter Lord, because you know that's really what she wants. She want to be Mrs. Hunter, and she want to probably, in my mind, I'm thinking, in my opinion, she probably wants Wendy out of the way so that she can, you know, live her best life. And sometimes you have to allow people to think that they're living their best life, and you have to let go and let God. And if that's what that person decided to do to Wendy, I feel like Wendy should let that person, her husband, if he's this foul individual the way the reports is claiming that he is, she needs to just allow him to go on. Now, they're saying that Hunter's massage therapist mistress, Hudson, 33, is believed to have given birth to a little girl last week. She was discharged from the hospital on Sunday, according to the reports. Wendy was spotted looking downtrodden, leaving her sober house on Monday morning, and noticeably absent was her wedding ring. However, by the time her show aired, she slipped it on. She did the same thing again on Tuesday. The source says Wendy is keeping her ring on during filming until she has worked out what to do, but takes it off once outside of the studio. And this is what the clicker is, y'all. This is what the Daily Mail is reporting. They say Wendy is considering divorcing Kevin. She's really distraught over the situation. She knew about Sharina, but she didn't think a baby would arrive. She didn't think Kevin would go that far. She's lost and everyone is worried for her, they added. So, y'all, I think, you know, Wendy definitely should probably, I know she probably can't, I don't know if she's going to take more time off because she already was gone a long time about the situation. But I definitely understand that a woman would feel betrayed. Not only you know, if you're cheated on and then the person has a baby on you, like, whew, you know, I'm praying for Wendy. What are y'all's thoughts about this situation down below? All I gotta say is it ain't gonna be no rest for the wicked, honey. You know, you could think that you getting one up on somebody, but when you sow that seed, when you sow the seed of trying to, you know, break up somebody's marriage or that vow that they made between them and God, you are going to reap that same seed. Somebody is going to take from you. So, I mean, whether it happens today, tomorrow, the next day, next year, it's going to happen because that's the law of the land. Nobody evades that. It's KingBritneyChanel. You already know. Definitely make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see y'all on the next video.